In all of our examples thus far, we've been working with data from static data sources. In this chapter, we're going to start moving away from that, and we're going to move towards developing applications that show dynamic data, or data that changes over time. To do so, we'll be developing a simple to-do application. Once we see a solid example of using data with React, we'll move on to a much more complicated example, but for now, we're going to start easy with a to-do list. Powering our data source for this application will be Firebase. Firebase is an online API that is used to store data. You could think of Firebase as an online database. We can, from our browser window, create, update, and destroy items. In our case, we're going to use Firebase to store our to-do items. So let's go ahead and get started. Moving forward, we're no longer going to be copy-pasting over our old project directories to start new sections. Instead, we're going to be using a new starter repo. In your browser, navigate to github.com/StephenGreider/React Starter, and you should see this React Starter repo pop up. There are directions on here for getting started with this repo with or without using Git. So if you're not familiar with Git, no problem. There's some directions on here for that. This new starter pack includes 2 additional features that are built into the gulp file. First, it will automatically reload your code in the browser window, so no need to have to refresh the page manually. And secondly, it'll display a helpful little error message on the top right whenever the browserify process fails, letting you know that you need to fix some code. So go ahead and download this repo. You can either clone it using Git, or you can download it as a release. And again, there's directions right here for either route that you'd like to go. I've taken the liberty of saving us a little bit of time, and I've already cloned the project here. Once you clone the project and you're inside of it at the command line, don't forget to install the dependencies by running npm install. Again, just to save us some time, I've already gone ahead and taken the liberty of doing this step. So let's take a brief spin through the 2 new features, live reload and the error catcher. I'm going to go ahead and start the development server using the command gulp. This will go ahead and automatically open up the application inside of my browser window, like so. You can see on the top left, we get just simply hello. Now I'm going to go ahead and open my code window here. And I've got hello right here. I'm going to change this to just hello, React, and then save the document. You'll see that the browser window automatically refreshes with the new code. So it's a nice little time saver here. Now let's go ahead and try the error catcher. On line 12 or so here, I'm going to go ahead and just open 2 curly braces and not close them at all. So as you can see, this is probably not valid JavaScript code right here. Clearly I've got a syntax error of some kind. So I'm going to go ahead and save it. And you'll notice that up here on the top right, we get an error message, unexpected end of input. Now the line doesn't quite match up because this is the line that appears as if this were JavaScript and not with JSX in here, but it's still going to give you a very good notification of whenever you accidentally make a little error in here. So I'm going to go ahead and delete those, save, and now you can see that I get a nice message here that says, oh, file changed, main.js. Cool, so now that we got this shiny new starter package in place, let's go ahead and get back to Firebase in the next section.